So recently a bunch of studios have decided to release a bunch of teaser trailers for some of their upcoming projects. Now I thought it would be quite fun to just have a look at them and just see, are they going to be good? Are they going to look bad? Just let's see how it looks. So let's start from what I think is going to be the worst and then get to what I think are the best. So if you've been on my channel, I've made it no secret just how much I despise the Halo show. In fact, I had to sort of stop doing videos on it because it nearly made me want to quit YouTube. Because it was just such a slog to get through each episode. I think I've gotten a lot better at going through the episodes and critiquing stuff, but now I don't know. I don't know if I want to return to the Halo series. But I did think it would be funny to look at the new trailer. So let's start with that. So it's literally the first image. It's the first image from the trailer. It's his fucking face just there. Oh man, they're not even... Yeah, they've just completely just moved on from the mystique of Master Chief, clearly. Like, I know it was shown in the first season and it was criticised a lot, but like now they're just doubling down on it. Like really, the first scene... Honestly, I can't believe they've done that. That's so fucking hilariously bad. Oh, let's keep going then. So one thing I've always liked about the show, even if the writing was bad, is that the set design looks on point. And yeah, I mean, we've gotten some decent shots here of Spartans getting ready. This little scene here, everything looks quite good with that. It looks like there's an ODST here, maybe. So yeah, it's nice to see that the set design is still on point. Right, so it looks here. Now, if I remember correctly, this was like one of the main buildings in Reach. Like this was the little center part of what they called Reach City. So it looks like they're going to do the fall of Reach. And to that I say, what is even the fucking point? As I mentioned in my discussion about the Halo show all the way back to when I first started, the world building does not make sense. And the reason it doesn't make sense is because apparently this is 27 years into the war. So the war still happened in 2525 and they've been fighting the Covenant all the way up to this point. But when we open up the show in season 1, it's on Madrigal, which is described as an outer colony world. Now, the outer colony world in the base universe was the world furthest away from Earth, basically. It was on the fringes of human civilization. And those were also the worlds that first fell to the Covenant because they were out of the UNSC's defences and they were closer towards the Covenant space. However, in the show, these outer worlds, not only have they not fallen, but they don't even know that the Covenant is a thing. So I really don't understand how you're going to say everything has been pretty much in a stalemate for the past 27 years, but now things are going to really kick off. So yeah, this just rings like trying to up the stakes because they don't know what else to do because they've left nothing for themselves to work with. Alright, that's good. See, that's the thing. The special effects I thought were pretty good, and I thought the set design was pretty good. And it's nice to see that the special effects are still doing well here.
Any Marine who makes this stand with us?
So I wonder... So in this scene here, it looks like there are some other Spartans in the back. So I wonder if we're actually going to see more Spartans, because in the first season it just seemed to be Chief and the other three. So it would actually be nice to see more of the Spartans.
Any Marine who makes this stand with us? Will not survive the day. For every moment that we hold the enemy at bay.
Right, so glassing. Again, the special effects for that seems to be really good. Just seeing everything slowly melt away and become like lava, and then that'll cool down and it'll look all glassy. Yeah, that looks good. Again, special effects. They look good last time, they look good now.
More innocent people will escape. When they do, they will go forth.
What was that? Who was that? Right, so that's another Spartan, I guess, because of the armor, but again, no helmet on, so just they seem obsessed with taking people's helmets off for some reason. Oh, Halsey again. So it looks like this is a funeral. I'm going to assume that Kai is dead. I don't know, the chief seems upset, so I assume it's going to be Kai or one of the other Spartans that dies. I'm going to assume Kai because she's the only one who has any sort of character besides Chief, so... Oh, so yeah, this little scene here. Right, that looks good. You know, Halo Forward Unto Dawn didn't have a massive budget and it didn't have a lot going on, but one of the things I liked about it was that in the first half it was from the cadets' point of view and there was no chief, there was no ODSTs, there were no like heavy guns against the Covenant. So they played it more like a horror film where you go around and you see the Covenant just wiping everyone out, and I like that sort of vibe. So I think this little scene here, that's very well done. I like that. So it looks like this guy, I forget his name to be honest. I remember who his character is supposed to be, but I can't remember his name. And it looks like Kwan's with him. Yay! Ooh, hold on. It's hard. I don't think that's an Arbiter. At least it's not the traditional Arbiter armor. There's a little bit extra on here, but I mean, it's not like a massive pauldron like last time. So yeah, I don't know if that's an Arbiter or not. Maybe it's like a commander or something. Was that Quan again? Maybe, I don't know. Just right. This elite. No, I don't think that's an Arbiter. I think that's just a silver variant of the elite armor. It doesn't really look like an Arbiter's armor. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it is. If I'm wrong, I don't care. So apparently this is Ackerson, which again, it makes me question what the fuck they're doing, because he looks like, what, in his 30s or something? When, you know, in the other timeline, he was a long time rival of Halsey. So I don't know what they're doing with him. I've just heard he's Ackerson, but we'll see what happens. Whoa, right. That obviously is not Cortana. So something tells me that that is her sister AI. Now, unfortunately, it's been a while since I've read the book, so I can't quite recall her name off the top of my head. But basically, there's another AI that's sort of like Cortana, but like a prototype version. I feel like maybe this is her, which is a bit of a weird thing to introduce after you've already introduced Cortana. Or maybe they're just going for a different look to make her look more like the weapon. I don't know. Right, okay, few things here, so let's play back speed again. Right. I don't know, is it an Arbiter? You know what, I'm just not going to comment on it. I've got no clue if this is an Arbiter or not, and like I said, I don't really care. I'll just enjoy the memes and then wait for the show to get cancelled. And then we've got a Halo ring, and I guarantee you right now, this is going to be either the end, like one of the final end scenes with humanity discovering it, or this is going to be something to do with the Covenant. It's not going to have like Chief and that discovering the ring and doing anything with it. It's either going to be an end scene or it's going to be like a Covenant storyline to do with the Halo ring. I don't know, this just feels like teasing, you know what I mean? Like, not even just good teasing, like jangling keys teasing. Ho ho! Wow, they've actually got some Halo music in it. Wow, that's amazing. It only took you over a season. Well done. The set design, the seemingly the music is getting better. You know, the CGI, that still looks good. But I just know in terms of writing that this is going to be bad. And a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, maybe season 2 is genuinely better. Maybe it's very well written. And here's the thing about that. Whether or not Season 2 is well written, Season 1 still exists. So you can't build... You can build the most amazing house that you want, but ultimately it's just going to sink into the ground if your foundation is made of dog shit and straw, which is what Season 1 is. So yeah, I don't think this is going to be good because there's so much stuff they've already fucked up in the first season that it can't be good. If you're gonna support a Halo piece of media... Stephen Ford, Friday, December the 22nd, he's got a fan-made ODST Hell Jumper film, and I can already tell you that it's going to be great. Stephen Ford, for those of you who don't know, he's an actor who's very passionate about media and gaming and stuff like that. And he's made a lot of short films about other sort of like video game franchises. Just recently, he's made one on Starfield. And it's just a bunch of short little like trailers to promote Starfield, and you know, they were very well done. They had all the vibe of Starfield. There was care put into it. Now, Stephen Ford, he's been doing this, he's been making this film for like 2 years, and if you look back on his profile, you will see a bunch of stuff from him making the props and that to getting casting done and things like that. And yeah, I can tell you that this is going to be worth it. So definitely tune into this. Maybe tune into Halo Season 2 if you want some memes. So next up, we have Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. So Mad Max Fury Road, I did enjoy, but let's be honest, it's not really a Mad Max film. It's a Furiosa film with Mad Max in it. So I like here that they've just called it Furiosa and they've just stripped the bullshit off straight away instead of trying to trick us. So yeah, let's have a quick look at this.
Whatever you have to do. However long it takes. Promise me you'll find your way home.
So I don't know if it's me, but that sort of green screen, you can tell, you know what I mean? It doesn't look as good as Fury Road. I don't know, let's keep watching.
Furiosa, give me this promise.
Well, I will say, from that little look there, you know, that's got the sort of Mad Max vibe to it, so that could be good. You know, it could be. It's got to a good start in terms of what she looks like. Right. So for a start, I feel like, yeah, Furiosa, a Mad Max Saga. I feel like this is going to be the first movie. I feel like she's getting a few more movies, because because the whole point of this is like the world is a nuclear wasteland and you struggle to find anything. So I really don't think they're going to be able to make a story where she finds her family or tries to find her family in the first film. I feel like this is going to be something that is at least a two-parter, maybe. But yeah, let's just wait and see. one thing I will say is, again, the set design for this does seem to be good, at least. I'm just hoping that the rest of the film will look good as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
So it looks like this is... So obviously this is going to be set like 20 years before Mad Max Fury Road. Maybe there's still a lot of oil left, so this is how this is going to be a form of entertainment, like death races and stuff. Yeah, looks interesting, I guess. Again, the prop design and that, it looks pretty good. Okay, so hold on. This is when the green place or whatever was still a thing. In Mad Max, they say, oh, it was a thing, but then, like, everything died, so it's not a thing anymore. Which, you know, it'll be interesting to see that, because this is the most vibrant we've ever seen a Mad Max movie, so... Yeah, again, the vehicles and the props and that look pretty much on point. So yeah, Immortum Joe, he's back in the film, I guess. So yeah, this is... I guess it's going to show how he was in power for so long and stuff like that. Which, yeah, I mean, could be interesting. In Fury Road, there was a lot of, like, politics of the wasteland that we didn't really get to see because obviously it was focusing on Max and the girls trying to escape. But, you know, there seems to be some sort of trade deals and different cities and stuff. So it would be nice to see if we see how those are forged or, you know, see trading and stuff like that. I think that could be an interesting thing.
I'm Furiosa!
The darkest of angels.
I'm Furiosa!
Right, so that's got a bit of girl boss vibes to it. I don't know. Furiosa in... Well, I guess this is a younger Furiosa, so I might be fine with that.
Darkest of angels. The question is, do you have it in you to make it epic?
Alright, so yeah, Chris Hemsworth, he seems to be doing a decent job. Yeah, you know what, overall, I don't think this trailer has been as bad as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, actually, I thought that was okay, to be honest. I don't know, I think it's been a bit too long after the previous Mad Max to sort of be fully invested in it, but I think that this could be a good film, to be honest. So next up, I wanted to take a look at The Boys. So I've seen the previous 3 seasons and I've seen the Gen V spin-off. So I do enjoy The Boys and that. I think the fact that they're making spin-offs that tie in with the main story, I think that's, you know, I think that's failing to understand that the thing you're taking the piss out of is what you are now becoming. But, you know, they were enjoyable. I think The Boys has some good casting. I think it's got some very good special effects and fight scenes. And I think the actors do a great job. I just think there's a few storylines and a few scenes that have sort of like ruined the consistency of the story. So I think probably the main one I can think of is that at the end of season 1, Homelander saves Butcher. And he does it by, like, super speeding to disarm him off the bomb vest between Butcher pushing the button and the bomb vest exploding. So we established that, like, Homelander can move and react in, like, milliseconds to do stuff. but then like he doesn't do stuff like that again, because if he did, it would end the plot too soon. So yeah, I don't know. It's got a few things that have let it down, but overall I do enjoy The Boys. So yeah, let's have a look at season 4.
Rome. Greece. All democracies fail. Because people are fucking stupid.
This feels like it's ramping up to like a like not the finale, but like the one. Why have I forgotten the word? The you know what I mean. Not the finale, but the one before that. This looks like it's ramping up to be that of the seasons. I feel like season 5 might be the last one.
But if you crush the masses, who builds your monuments? Who tongues your taint?
Oh, I love the Deep, man. The Deep is just such a pathetic character. I mean, look at this. He's got what I presume is his new lover, a fucking toy version of himself to put in the aquarium.
Who tongues your taint? Nah, the people will tear it apart themselves. You just gotta nudge them a little. Then you get to swoop in, be the one saving it.
So yeah, it looks like it's definitely becoming a case of, you know, picking sides and Homelander being against Starlight, which I think could be good commentary on how big figures use sort of like the regular people to fight for their vendettas and stuff. I think that could be an interesting concept.
Like Caesar.
Like Caesar.
Oh, so... Oh, right, hold on. So, let's... Right. So it looks like there's new members of the Seven being introduced. So that's cool, I guess. Some nice costumes and that. Yeah, the costume department for the boys is just so good, honestly. Okay, so Jeffrey Dean Morgan's in it. That's cool. It's nice to see that he's going to be an ally of Butcher. That looks cool. And then you've got this little girl. Like, that's fucking disgusting, but yeah, I'm all for it. So this will be interesting to see how they're gonna do this. I don't think they're gonna go the comics route anymore. This might be, I don't know, maybe Sam, I think it was Sam from Gen V. That could make sense, right? Because he was super strong and super durable in that. It would make sense if he's taking over.
Oh, hell
Who wants their balls crushed?
Ooh.
Balls crushed.
So it looks like after Butcher's using Gen V, it looks like that's having some sort of permanent effect on him. It would be interesting if they go the comics route and just give him superpowers. I think that would help to, you know, make the parallels between him and Homelander a lot more apparent than what they are.
Their balls crushed.
So Homeland is getting angry, and I do not want to know what's in that jar. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know, Ryan's character, he seems to have gone evil extremely quickly. I don't know. I mean, that's a good visual, but yeah, I don't really know about his character. I think I need to see more of it.
Your team. What's your code name again?
The boys.
Oof. Who came up with that shit?
Yeah, that's Yeah, Homelander's been up to some stuff here. Yeah, this just looks... It does look very good. I am interested in seeing where it goes in terms of the story, because it hasn't even, like, come close to being like the comics. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I don't know, maybe we'll start to see the Homelander from the comics. Well, at least what he becomes, where he just becomes this genocidal maniac. Maybe we're going to see more of that. But yeah, overall, Season 4, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It looks good. And then we have Fallout. Now, I was a bit apprehensive about the Fallout series coming out, especially once they started using AI art to use it as official promotional material. But I've heard some pretty good things about it, so yeah, let's just dive in and have a look, I guess.
I know that I've lived a relatively comfortable life.
Alright, so yeah, the costume design and the set design look really good. Yeah, that does look really nice. So I'm guessing that it's going to be sort of like... She's lived in the vault all her life, but now she wants to go out and see the world, and it's going to end up being not what she expected, and she's going to have to make some tough decisions in order to survive. I think it's in California. What's that pier called? You know what I'm on about. So I guess that's supposed to be that. But yeah, I mean, it's a good visual.
Vault dwellers are an endangered species. I do not think you would be willing to do what it takes to survive up here.
Yeah, overall, it seems to be doing pretty good. It's got a very sort of nuclear apocalypse vibe to it. It almost looks a bit Mad Maxy, to be honest. Yeah, I wonder when this is set.
You insist on staying, then you will have to adapt.
Right, so that looked... yeah, I think this show's going to be a bit fucked if it's going to show stuff like that. But yeah, let's just carry on. Right, special effects, they're looking good. Got, I assume this is the Brotherhood of Steel here. They've got vertibirds and that. Yeah, that looks really good. So I assume this is going to be another main character. So I guess we're going to see sort of how a new, young, naive woman introduced into the wasteland tries to survive. And then we're going to contrast that with this guy who's a sort of seasoned, hardened soldier who's used to life in the wastes. I think that'd be good, yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That looks good. That does look so good. So I'm a bit hesitant because obviously the Halo show looked good and then we saw how that was. But yeah, this does look really good.
Tomorrow, so they say, will be a lovely day. A bright new sun.
Oh, so here, I wonder if we're going to see other vaults as well. So either this is going to be the vault where the woman just left from, or we might get to see her exploring other vaults, and these are like flashbacks towards what happened in those vaults. Which I think would be a good idea, you know, because you always come across the vaults in the games and there's usually these horrific backstories, but you have to sort of imagine what was going on. It would be nice to see sort of like a visual representation of what happened.
And will suddenly break through. But I know.
Alright, that seemed good. Yeah, it's got a pretty good Fallout vibe to it. Everything's sort of like welded together. You've got someone using the front of a plane as part of their house. You've got like a sign made out of different neon signs because they don't have a normal one. Yeah, it seems good. It seems like a good set design.
but I don't want.
So here's the thing about the ghoul. I think the ghoul, like, this makeup looks amazing. The only thing that stops it from being as great as I think it could be is the eyes. The eyes just seem like way too regular sort of human to me. If they made it like slightly off colored, or if they made it black, I think that would have made the ghoul design look so much better. But this is still good makeup. This is like really good.
Unless I see it with you.
Alright, well that's going to be, at least the violence is going to be good in that. And I don't know what this is, but let's find out.
I grabbed a moldy one.
Guess she comes from a vault where, I don't know, radiation started to leak in, people started to get mutations or something. Again, this turret design is just, it looks so good. Yeah, this looks like a lot of time and investment's been put into it. Oh, look at that Mr. Handy, man. Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah. Oh, let me... So I guess this... I don't know, he seems quite shell-shocked. I don't know, maybe this guy's going to have like I just want to get away from war sort of vibe to him. Maybe it's going to be like Finn, kind of. Oh, wow, yeah, that looks good. The Yao Guai in that. Oof. Ah, so this design here, I guess if these are human fingers, then maybe this is like the show's equivalent of the oh, what do you call them? The little things that hang around with the super mutants, and they've got the weird tentacles and they can vomit at you and stuff. I guess this is a show's version of it, which, I mean, that's still messed up, you know. I like this design. The Pridwin. Alright, so I don't know, is this going to be a different one then, or is this the one that the Brotherhood had in the previous game? Because I thought this was going to be set along the west coast, but if it's the one from the east coast, then obviously that doesn't make sense. Unless both of these characters, it's showing two different, like, versions of the wasteland. Either way, interesting. That looks pretty good. Can't really complain about that, I don't think. It looks good. It looks very good. Yeah, I'm just interested to see a more official trailer so we kind of get more of the story, but overall it's starting out very good. So yeah, there's a lot of trailers that have come out. Some of them were better than I thought they were going to be, and others were just as good or just as bad as I thought they were going to be. But yeah, I think next year will be an interesting few months for some of the stuff that's coming out. Anyways, thank you lads and lasses for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing and checking out some of my other videos. And if you really enjoyed it, please consider my Patreon or going through YouTube membership. But overall, I just hope you had a great day, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.